Welcome back to another live PEP performance task. We are going to be visiting the zoo with Kevin and his family today. And we're going to help the family members to work out certain costs that they have to meet at the zoo. Now, before I welcome my guests, let me just remind you of the schedule of live classes that we have for PEP and CSEC. So stay tuned. Hello students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. In this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC math. We're going to look at common errors, demystify everything, make sure you watch every video series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars. You know that most times when students get problems with mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake. Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. Okay, good evening, everyone who is just joining. And let me know, welcome my scholars on screen with me. Welcome John and Amari, welcome Madison. Welcome Antoine. Welcome Jer. All right, so good evening everyone, and now I'm going to share my screen so we can see the performance task that we're looking at today. Welcome in the chat. Good evening, Ajani. All right, so there we have it. We are Hope Zoo going to help Kevin and his family work out some costs that they're going to be meeting at the zoo, as well as other things. Now the zoo, you're looking at the picture of my actual students whom I took to the zoo some time ago. The zoo is a place where I have mixed feelings about it because I don't like the idea of animals being confined, and you don't even like the idea of having pets, to be honest, because I just feel like you're taking animals out of their natural environment, out of their element, and you're restricting their movement, so they're not able to be themselves. However, I have taken my students and my own children to the zoo because I understand there are some benefits. You would have afternoon, DK. Welcome. You're early again today. Some benefits to going into the zoo. Of course, we know there's no way we would want to go up close to them if they were in it. Certainly not Mr. Lion, Mr. Tiger. You would not want to be going up so close. So it's a chance for us to see these animals up close at a safe distance and, with enough security, enough material between us and them, make it a safe, at least for us, and so we're to see them. All right, so we're getting right now. We're going to read what the task is that we're asked to perform today. I would love for Amari to read for me the slide on the screen now. So we're looking at a picture of the Hope Zoo. Amari, are you able to see the slide?
Off we go. Yeah. Miss, I only do see when it says Kim, Sandra, and no wait. He means at the bottom where it says
I'll help you. Go ahead.
Balu. Kevin and he are going on a trip to in St. Andrew. Our mom, dad, grandma, Joy, Kim, and Sandra, and
Baby Dennis.
baby.
Amari, I wasn't hearing you too clearly. Can you read it again?
Okay, miss. Off we go. Kevin and his family are going on a trip to the Hope Zoo in St. Andrew. There are mom, dad, grandma, Joy, Kim, Sandra, and baby Dennis.
Okay, so Grandma Joy is the name of grandma, right? It's not two different persons. Okay, so John, read their ages for me, please.
Okay, miss. Here are the ages. Mom 43 years old, dad 41 years old, grandma Joy 67 years old, Sandra 19 years old, 19 years, Kim 16 years, Kevin 11 years, Dennis 9 months. Here are the
Again,
ages.
John.
Here are the ages. Mom 43 years, dad 41 years, grandma Joy 67 years, Sandra 19 years, Kim 16 years, Kevin 11 years, Dennis 9 months.
Okay, so there are different entrance fees depending on your age. So I'm going to ask Jer to read for me the different rates depending.
Okay, miss. Entrance into the Hope Zoo. Persons over 18 years, $120. Persons 13 to 18 years, $80. Persons 4 to 12, $65. Toddlers and elderly over 65, free, miss.
Thank you, Jer. One more time.
Okay, miss. Persons over 18, $120. Persons 13 to 18 years, $80. Persons 4 to 12 years, $65. Toddlers and elderly over 65, free.
I hope you were just jotting down these ages. In the actual exam, I would want you to be underlining these important bits of information. Now, there's also a rate for students, and it says students are in their uniform, they pay $50 each. Teachers who have their ID to show that they're teachers, they pay $80. The class rate per child, so if there are more than 25 students coming in their uniforms, they pay $45 each. Now the first task says cost of entrance. How much will it cost for all the family members to enter the zoo? How much will it cost for all the family members to enter the zoo? So here are their ages again, quickly. Mom is 43, dad is 41, Joy 67. Jot them down quickly. Sandra is 19, Kim is 16, Kevin is 11, and baby Dennis is 9 months old. Gonna leave that on for 30 seconds. What? For you to jot down quickly the ages. 30 seconds.
Miss, can give us a minute, Miss.
All right, John, 1 minute. Good night, Jordan.
Who just turned off them and then got kicked? Start with
No
an
one.
Antoine.
All right, so now I'm going to show you again the cost in it. Quickly jot down the cost. Another minute. So you don't have to write every single word. Just write one word that will remind you which age group that is, right? And the cost. Because now we have to work out how much money Kevin's entire family will pay to enter the zoo. And the rate is according to age. Some persons get to go in free of cost. Some persons pay a minimum amount, other persons pay more depending on their age. So if you have already written off the ages and the cost, you can go ahead and work out, because that's the first task. How much money will Kevin's family have to pay for everybody to get? DK is asking, how are things in Jamaica? Well, we are doing well for the most part. We have some issues, the crime for one is a major issue we're grappling with, DK, but all other things being equal, life, and we have our brand sunshine and our lovely fruits and veggies. We have each other. So in spite of the problem, and of course, we're all going through a global pandemic, and in Jamaica, we're struggling with that as well. Madison is saying she's getting $585. $585. Let me see if I hear or see Any other?
I get $520, Miss.
So Jerry saying $520. Anybody have another amount?
Miss, may I
People are
please
still working out.
the ages again?
Miss,
Antoine,
I got
what are you asking?
$420.
Antoine got $425.
Miss, I
What's
got
house?
451. Miss, I got 451 as well.
All right, so Amari and John got $450. So how so getting so many different answers for the one question? So let's break it down. So let's see now. So we have mom, we have dad, we have Grandma Joy, we have Sandra, we have Kim, we have Kevin, and baby
Miss, we did the
Dennis.
wrong thing. Miss, we did it wrong. Miss, we did it.
You realize what you did wrong?
Yes, Miss.
How many
Miss, we put
persons
it
are over 18
11.
years old?
Miss
How many
3. Miss
persons
3.
are
Yeah.
over? Well,
18 is
four of them are over 18, but
yeah. 4.
grandma is going in free, right?
Miss, but
Yes.
elderlies
Grandma,
are something there, Miss 3.
The elderly do count.
yes.
Oh.
So grandma is over 65, so she's a lucky lady. She's going in free. So the three other adults, how much will each adult pay?
120. Miss 120.
120.
Okay, so it's 120 times 3, and that gives what?
120 times 3, Miss.
360.
That would give you 360.
Okay, 360. And
360.
how much will Kim pay? She's 16.
Miss Kim would pay
Kim will
Miss
pay
$80.
$80.
Kim will pay $80. And how much will Kevin pay? He's 11.
65. You would pay $65.
$5. And baby Dennis, how much will he
Miss
pay?
free.
All right. He's a baby. He's free. So we need to add the $360 plus the $80 plus the $65.
Miss, it would that be Miss? That would be 505. 505, Miss. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 500. Yes.
Okay.
Miss, I got 505 as well.
Nobody got that. Nobody said they got 505.
Antoine didn't type anything about
So
500.
nobody realize where they were on that one.
Miss, I accidentally
Does
added.
everybody realize where they went from?
Miss, I did.
You did what, Madison?
Miss, I accidentally added another $80, and it threw off my calculation.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's move forward now. So Dennis enters the and
Miss,
we went. It says, Madison, can you read this? Can you read that on the screen, please?
Kevin thinks that he would like to suggest for Miss Brown to take the students of his class to the zoo as well. If there are 32 students in all, how much would it cost for the entire class plus the teacher? Kevin thinks that he would like to suggest for Miss Brown to take the students of his class to the zoo as well. If there are 32 students in all, how much would it cost for the entire class plus the teacher?
All right, so there's the cost. Students in uniform, once you're in your uniform, you pay $50 for each student. If you're a teacher and you have your ID, you pay $80. If it's 25 or more students, each of them pay $45. So Kevin has gone to the zoo and he's just so amazed. He's saying, oh my God, my classmates would really enjoy a trip to the zoo. So I'm going to suggest to Miss Brown that we have a class trip. So how much would it cost for the entire class and Miss Brown? They're going as a class. Miss Brown will have her ID. She's going as their teacher. They're going in their uniform. How much would it cost?
Miss 330.
All right, so Jerry is saying $330. Any other? The answers for that
Miss,
one.
I didn't get to write it down. Miss, I didn't get to write
Who
it down.
said 330? Was it Jer or John?
Miss, I never it was Jer.
Okay, so
Miss,
Jer 330. Madison is saying 1,520. Any other? DK says I'm gonna have to treat the students for Christmas. Well, the students will have to tell me what they want for Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, I should say, but I have no issue with people who do. All right, so those are the two answers. Two answers so far. Anybody else?
Still working it, Miss.
Still on
Miss,
it? All right. So
Miss,
it will be 32 students and Miss Brown.
Miss, why don't you
Yes,
celebrate?
John?
Miss, I was asking if you could please go back to the cost,
Oh,
Miss. Miss, how much?
I'm not a religious person. What are you saying to what?
Miss, how much for
Today,
the
okay, there
Miss,
it
for the
is.
students?
There it is.
Thank you, Miss.
Students in uniform, $50 each. Teachers with ID, $80 each. And the class rate, once it's more than 25 students, each child pays $45 once they're in their uniform. In Dennis' class, there are 32 students. And Miss Brown would be their teacher. By the way, students, I should tell you, during the holiday break, we're going to be having quizzes. I'd have to tell you the times because we're still going to be having our PEP classes, right? But we're going to be having some actual quizzes where you can compete against each other. Friendly fire, some friendly fire, right? Friendly rivalry, but we can come and see who comes out on top.
Miss,
I think I'll have daily quizzes. Yes,
Miss, I have
Antoine?
my answer. 1,520.
What answer do you have? 1,520. All right, so Antoine got the same as Madison. And Madison, tell us how you got your answer, please.
Miss, what I did, since there's 32 people in the class, I times 45 by 32, and I got 1,440, and then we have to add the teacher, which is $80. So I added that to the 1,440, and I got
Why
1,000.
didn't you multiply why didn't you multiply the 32 by 50
Because
instead of
30,
5?
because 32 is more than 25. So and
No.
it says
Why 50 and not 40? Why 45 and not 50?
because the cost for a class more than 25 students is $45, and 32 is more than 45.
More than 25.
Yes, miss. Sorry.
So you're saying students, right? It's more than 20. So once it's more than 25, you get a discounted rate of $45 each instead of $50 each. So that is correct. 1,520 and
Yes, I
Antoine
agree.
got that answer. All right. Let's go to the next question then. Antoine, can you read this question, please?
Okay, miss. Pet performance task. How much more would it cost altogether if each student and Miss Brown visit the zoo on his or her own, in regular clothes without ID? Miss Brown is 35. Is Miss Brown in 35-year old?
Read it again, Antoine.
Okay, miss. Pet performance task. How much more would it cost altogether if each student and Miss Brown visit the school on his or her own, in regular clothes, without ID? Miss Brown in her 35 years old.
All right. So how much more would it cost? Suppose each of the students decided, here what? I want to go to the zoo on my own. And I don't want to wear no uniform. I want to wear my pretty clothes. And Miss Brown also is going on her own and she doesn't have her teacher's ID. So how much would it cost for all of them if they are going separately? How much more would that cost than what we just worked out if they were going as a class in their uniform with ID?
Miss, are there 33 or 32 students?
There are 32 students. All right, so I have some figures coming in already. Remember how
Miss,
much more would they end up paying in all? Somebody
Miss,
is
in
saying
total,
2,600. What's the question?
Miss, in total, I got 2,200, and when I subtract 1,520 from it, I get 680, Miss. So it would be $680 more
So
than
Jerry's
the
saying
class.
they would have saved $680. That's his final answer. Is there any other answer?
Miss, can you scroll back up to the
To what?
information, the slide
So
6?
that's
For
that one.
yes, miss.
This is if they're in their uniform with ID. So we just worked out that cost.
Okay, miss.
This one is if you're going by yourself or with your family without your uniform, no ID or anything, you're just going in your regular clothes. So Jer, can you explain? You got the right answer. Can you explain how you got $680?
So, Miss, what I did, I times, I first of all, I figured out what it would be for a child from the previous questions, Miss. It said that 4 to 12 would pay $65.
Mm-hmm.
So I multiplied 65 times 32 and I got 2,200. Then to find how much more money they saved,
Hold
I would
on. When
have
you multiplied, hold on, Jer. When you multiplied 65 by 32, you got what?
Oh, miss, I added the teacher, which would be 120, miss, because she doesn't have the
Okay,
ID.
all right. So Miss Brown would pay 120 because she's 35, and you got 2002. Okay, so then what?
And then I subtracted it from the class amount, which would be 25, the answer for the class amount, including the
So
teacher
you
with the ID.
subtracted the answer that we got earlier, the 1,520,
Yes, miss.
from the 2,200, and
And
you got what?
and then I got 680, miss.
All right, and that's absolutely correct. So it's better for them to go as a class, right? In their uniforms, they get a discounted rate. All right. Who has not read? Who has not yet? Everybody has read? Let's start over. Amari, read what's on the screen, please.
Okay, miss. PEP performance task. Trip to the Hope Zoo. The zookeeper explains that a lion needs at least 300 square feet of space to move about comfortably in the enclosure. Give 5 possible dimensions that this enclosure could have. The zookeeper explains that a lion needs at least 300 square feet of space to move about comfortably in the enclosure. Give 5 possible dimensions that this enclosure could have.
All right, so let me hear some dimensions that the
So
enclosure.
could one
Let me
be
narrow it
4?
down. Let me say let me say that this is a let me say this is a rectangular enclosure, right? So it's a rectangular
Yep.
enclosure. Possible answers, some possible
4 times
dimensions.
75, miss?
Oh, I need some units as well.
4 times 75 square feet. No, 4 times 75 feet, miss.
Okay. 4 feet
Miss,
by 75 feet. That's what I wanted. So
15
that's
by
one
20.
possibility. Anyone?
Miss 15 by 10 as
Say
well.
that again.
15 by 20.
15 feet by
20 feet.
15 feet by what? By 20 feet, correct.
20.
Any other?
Miss, could 100 by 300 can go?
Say that again, Antoine.
300 by 100 can that go? Miss?
300 by 100 would multiply to give what?
300 by 100 will multiply to give you 300, miss.
300 times 100 would multiply to give 300. No, Antoine.
No,
Amari is
miss.
saying 5 feet by 60 feet. That could go, yes.
Miss
And
John
John
was
is
also
saying
saying
150 by 2, 150 by 2 feet, 150 feet by 2. Jerry is saying 30 feet by 10 feet. Yes. All of those are possibilities. So, right. So, Madison is saying, hey, miss, it doesn't have to be 300 feet. What did the zookeeper say? Let's go. Madison is reminding us of at least 300 square feet. So 300 square feet is the minimum So you're right, Madison. That's the minimum should be, but it can be more. Let's say the zoo is a great big zoo. We have some enormous zoos in the world, and as a matter of fact, you have some wildlife reserves that take up acres and acres, sometimes even miles. So yeah, but would it be realistic though in a zoo to think realistically as well? This is where you're going to go and actually view the animals, and it's not a wildlife reserve where the animals can more roam freely, right? So this is somewhere that you want to be able to stand at a point and see the animals. Those were also saying like 1 by 300 or 2 by 150. I personally would not choose those options because it's not realistic for you to 1 foot as the width and then 300 feet. That lion would feel so trapped to just have 1 foot of space in width or 2 feet of space. You would not be wrong, but I would want you to be more realistic. All right, so that's a very important point, Madison. So even Antoine's answer then, will we accept Antoine's answer? 300 times 100, it would give him what? 30,000 feet? Are we going to take
Yes.
it? So Jerry says he's not
Yes.
wrong.
30.
Well, it's not realistic.
30,000 feet, but he's not wrong. Just as the persons who said 2 feet by 150 or 1 foot by 300, they are not wrong, but it's not realistic. All right, so let's move on. Please read.
Kevin counted 8 mongooses scurrying about. The zookeeper assured him that there were actually at least 4 times as many. Based on this, give a more accurate estimation of the mongoose population. Kevin counted 8 mongooses scurrying about. The zookeeper assured him that there were actually at least 4 times as many. Based on this, give a more accurate estimation of the mongoose population.
32, miss?
All right, so some answers flying in almost instantly.
32 minutes.
What you said,
Miss, I said 32.
32. I see
Miss,
the
I
answer
agree
coming
with
in
him.
instantaneous.
Miss, I agree.
Yes, my scholars are sharp. Yes, so everybody's saying 32. Madison, you're saying 30.
That's because I rounded it, but it's
Okay, so you rounded it off. All right. In the range. Okay, so but he said at least 4 times as many. So I want to round it in this because he said at least 4 times as many, right? So it's 32 or more. All right, so my scholars are sharp like razors. John, this one, please.
Okay, Miss. Kim noticed that each adult flamingo had 5 chiclets swimming behind it. If there were 65 chiclets, how many adult flamingos were there? Okay, Miss. Kim
John,
noticed
read
that.
the thing properly now.
Okay, Miss.
You're
Kim
going
noticed.
too fast.
Sorry, Miss.
You need to just ease into it, John.
Okay, Miss. Noticed that each adult flamingo had 5 chiclets swimming behind it. If there are 65 chiclets, how many adult flamingos were there?
30,
Kim noticed.
miss.
All right, so again, I should see the answers flying in.
65.
How many?
It's
I'm saying 13, Jerry is saying 13, Jordan is saying 13, everybody on board with the 13. Everybody saying anything else? Do you disagree? Amari and John both saying 13. Antoine, how you got 13 for that? Madison also
Miss,
has 13.
how I got 13 is because, so 5 times 12 will give you 60. Then I add another 5, that will give you 65. So 13 times 5 will give you 65 minutes. So basically, there's another way that we can do it. Can we divide 65 by 5, miss? I mean, not
Yes,
65.
Antoine,
Yes.
absolutely. 65, yes, divided by 5. Since each of them have 5 chiclets behind her or him. So Jordan is saying, yes, miss, I divided 65 by 5. JJ also got 13. All right, so we're on board. Everybody is in agreement. Everybody's saying easy, miss. So it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Jer, can you read the prices of the items at the tuck shop, please?
Price list at the tuck shop. Fruit salad, $38. Vegetable salad, $42. Sandwich, $37.50. Fruit juice, $20. Banana cake, $23 per slice. Plantain tart, $16.30. Coconut water, $10.50.
Okay, while Jerry is reading again, I'm gonna give you a minute to jot down these prices because of course, you're going to be calculating the cost of lunch. You're going to be reading what each person is ordering. So Jerry, go ahead and read the list again, and everybody take a minute and jot down the prices.
Price list at the tuck shop. Fruit salad, $38. Vegetable salad, $42. Sandwich, $37.50. Fruit juice, $20. Banana cake, $23 per slice. Plantain tart, $16.30. Coconut water, $10.50.
Okay, quickly jot down, or if you're able to, take a screenshot in some way, have a recording of these prices, and then we're going to dive right into calculating the cost of lunch for the members of Kevin's family.
Yes, I'm finished jotting down.
Okay, maybe others take a little bit longer. We're just giving them a couple more seconds. All right, so let's go. All right, Madison, please read this slide.
Help Sandra to work out the cost of lunch. Everybody except Dennis will get a sandwich and fruit juice. Dennis will get fruit salad and coconut water. Grandma Joy also wants a plantain tart. Kevin and Sandra would also like a slice of banana cake. Mom would also like a vegetable salad. Help Sandra to work out the cost of lunch. Everybody except Dennis will get a sandwich and fruit juice. Dennis will get fruit salad and coconut water. Grandma Joy also wants a plantain tart. Kevin and Sandra would also like a slice of banana cake. Mom would also like a vegetable salad.
All right, so work out the cost of lunch for everybody. Cost of lunch. DK lunch in Jamaica is that expensive. DK, I was taking time with the prices. These prices are low, much lower than they actually are. My scholars should tell you. They are low, DK. DK, where are you now? Oh, Jordan is saying he wasn't finished. Are you saying you want to see the price list again, Jordan? You weren't finished with the prices? All right, I'll put it up for a couple more seconds. So these.
Miss, how many people are in the family again?
Well, there are 7 persons in the family. Dennis is the baby. He can't eat certain things, right? So Dennis is gonna have his special lunch, things that he can manage. He's 9 months old.
Miss, I got 186.8.
$186.80 for everything, Jer. You sure?
Miss, I didn't get to add the
Huh?
mother. I didn't get to add the mother, Miss.
Miss, my
Well, you want what is going to cost, Antoine?
my calculations is $1,904.30.
$1,900.30. That's not what I
Miss,
was getting at all, Antoine. Okay.
how I got
Any
that
other?
answer?
Miss, I get 128.8.
Go again, Jer. Read your cost again, Jer. Oh, $288.80. Oh, DK is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Oh, welcome, our Caribbean brothers and sisters. I wonder if are you looking at the screen carefully? Everybody wants what? Sandwich and fruit juice, except Dennis.
Oh, I never had the fruit juice. I never had the fruit juice.
Must get a sandwich and fruit juice. Remember that.
Yes,
Except
Miss.
Dennis. Dennis is the baby. Dennis is gonna get fruit salad and coconut water. And then now, in addition to the sandwich and the juice, persons want some other things. Grandma wants plantain tart. Kevin wants banana cake. Sandra also wants banana cake. And mom wants a vegetable salad. This is addition to the sandwich and the fruit juice that everybody got. Remember? Wow, the price of a fruit salad in Jamaica can give DK 3 lunches in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, well, our
Miss, maybe the exchange rate is different.
yes, the exchange rate is different. Definitely, they're
Jamaica,
using the Eastern Caribbean dollar,
yes, miss. Compare,
and we're using the Jamaican dollar. Really
yes,
compare it like that. So where are the new figures?
I'm still working it.
But I'm saying these prices that I put up there, they are not realistic either. They're like the prices of 10 years ago. Am I right, scholars? Those prices that I put for the stuff, that's about 10 years ago. When you guys just born and when you guys were Dennis's age. That's
Miss, I never really bought lunch like that, so I wouldn't know.
okay. Well, I'm
Yes.
telling you that when you guys were Dennis's age, that's when we were paying those prices for that kind of stuff.
Miss, at my
I
school,
would
we have
go
our
way into the hundreds. Okay,
Miss.
so you brought lunch from home?
No, Miss,
Miss,
at my school, we have our own currency that we buy it with real money, and our school gives us the currency, and we pay for our
Okay.
lunch with that.
Okay, but at some point along the way, you had to exchange it based on the regular currency, right? And was this in Jamaica here,
Yes,
Madison?
Miss.
Miss,
Yes,
I
Miss.
got 456.8.
Miss, we weren't allowed.
456 and 80 cents. Sorry, again.
Me,
Miss,
Miss.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, Miss, we weren't allowed to buy our lunch with real money, so we only used the the tickets that they gave us to buy our lunch.
Okay,
But now in
all
COVID, we
right.
can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's weird. It's the first time hearing that of a school having their own currency for their students. I've never heard of that before.
Oh, okay.
I'm not anyone with the answer
Miss,
that I got. Did I do something wrong? So let's go, students. Let's sort this out. So we have each person except Dennis will get a sandwich and a fruit juice, right? So that's $37.50 plus the $20 for the fruit juice. That's $57.50 because it's 6 and we're not counting it. Sandwich and juice is $345. And no, Dennis will get his fruit salad and coconut water. So that's the $38 plus 50. That's $48.50 for Dennis. So when we add those together now, plus the extras, grandma wanting tart, that's $16.80. And the slices of banana cake, that's $46. And mom wanted a vegetable salad, that's $40. When I added all of that, the $304, the $48.50, the $16.30, $46, and the $42, I got $497.80. That's what I got.
Miss, I was $10
So
off.
Miss, I agree with you.
okay.
Miss, I
So
agree.
each person a sandwich and a juice. Sandwich and the juice times 6 is $340. Baby
Yes,
Dennis
miss.
has his own thing that he wants. Right. So that's the $30 for the fruit salad and the $10 for his coconut water. And then the extras now for Grandma Joy, the plant, Kevin and Sandra each want a slice of banana cake. That's $46. And Mom, the $42. So in all is $497.80. So we have two more questions.
Okay. The family leave the zoo
John,
at 3:35 in the okay, miss. The family leave the zoo at 3:35 in the afternoon. If they had arrived at 9:15 that morning, how long did they spend at the zoo? The family leave the zoo at 3:35 in the afternoon. If they had arrived there at 9:15 that morning, how long did they spend at the zoo?
or leave at 3:35 p.m. in the afternoon. So if they had gotten there at 9:15, if they had gotten there at 9:15, how many hours were at the zoo?
6 hours and
Miss
10.
6 hours and 10 minutes.
Miss
6
hours,
hours
20
and 10
minutes.
minutes.
6
10
hours
minutes.
and
Where did
10
you get 20?
minutes.
Because I get
20.
6 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay, so some persons are saying 6 hours and 10 minutes. Some persons are saying 6 hours and 20 minutes.
Miss, they were
So
so fast.
from 9, yes, Madison?
You guys are all so fast. I didn't get to work it out yet.
Oh, from 9:15 to 10 o'clock, that's 45 minutes. And 5 hours from 10 to 3. And then the 15 minutes, sorry, the 35 minutes to 3:35. So we add the 45 and 35, we get 80. And we take 60 from that, leaves 20 minutes. And carry that 1 hours and 20 minutes. So who had
Yes,
said that? John?
Miss, I got that.
Yes, so
Where's
John
Miss May
is
Yes,
Madison?
correct.
Miss, I was
I
at,
told you.
And Madison
Miss,
just
yes, Miss. I was
Madison got
off by,
it in the nick of time.
yes, Miss, I
All
was
right, so
by,
question to go. Question, Jer, please read.
Okay, miss. It normally takes Dad about 45 minutes to drive home. However, he will make a 20-minute stop to get a few grocery items. About what time will they get home? It normally takes Dad about 45 minutes to drive home. However, he will make a 20-minute stop to get a few grocery items. About what time will they get home? Miss, would they
All
get
right.
home next hour and 5 minutes?
What time?
Miss,
What time
what
would that be?
about
That's what the question is asking. All right, Madison is saying they
Miss,
got
I
home
don't
at
like to
4:40.
cake either,
Is
miss.
that
Miss?
a.m. or p.m.,
Miss,
Madison?
it
You have
gives
to
me a
put it
bad
in.
feeling.
You have to put a.m. p.m. Hmm? So John, yes, Jer.
Miss? I am trying
What's your answer?
I get 5:05, miss.
5. But you're saying 1 hour and 5 minutes more, right?
I'm assuming
The
that
45 minutes plus the 20 minutes. It's an hour and 5 minutes more. And they left at 3:35.
it
So
didn't say
what's
that.
an hour and 5 minutes?
It
Pardon
said
me?
that on the other slide.
Miss, the question didn't say anything about 3:35.
They left the
That's
zoo
when
at
they left the zoo at 3:35, remember? They left the zoo at 3:35, and the journey is gonna take them an hour and 5 minutes. So that's what 4:20 p.m. Right?
Yes, miss, I agree.
All right.
4:20 p.m.
Yeah. So it's 4:20 p.m. and that's the wrap, guys.
What?
Because I'm going straight now into my CSEC graph live graph class. So adios, adios, chicos.
Sayonara.
Adios, amigos. Do not say that bad French word again because you said it loads
Bonnie.
of time.
Bonnie.
Okay, well,
Bonnie.
somebody said
Or
sayonara. That's Japanese. Sayonara.
yes, I did. I said that.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
We're in Jamaica, so we say what we say in Jamaica.
Uh,
Good
All right,
night.
Uh,
Jamaica.
Mission Power.
That's what we say. Good night.
Mission
can
Yeah.
Power.
you say that?
good
How do you
night.
say that in?
Patois.
Yeah.
Patois we say when you go on the bed. When you
Cheese.
go on the
That's
bed, go wash
different.
your foot and go up on the
Miss,
wash your
I
foot and go
can't
up on the
speak
bed.
patois. When I see Pacha, people laugh at me.
I don't like when
Oh my. This Madison.
Miss, I have
All
a
right,
lisp. Well, that
so
makes
no
it
go on the
hard.
bed. Tomorrow.
sayonara, miss.
Remember,
Bye.
tomorrow we have our class again at 7. All right, so take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye, miss.